Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do some eye looks with the It'sBel Cosmetics palette, the Fruity Realm, and it's an all matte pressed pigment palette. I have already done an eye swatch video with this palette. It is already up and I will link it down below. Go check that out if you haven't seen that yet so that you can see every single shadow in play and how amazing, so smooth. I was impressed. So I'm super excited to dip back into this. Now, I did in the eye swatch video say that the pink did stain just a little bit, not much, but I said this was the only one that stained, but I had this one on my eyes. So when I removed it, it did leave a little bit of blue on my eyes. And I do have some eye primer on, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do, and I put on my neon shirt just to show you this, my color. Okay, it's my color. We're going to do two looks today. I'm going to do a really simple, easy, quick look. I did one in the eye swatch video also with a amazing multi-chrome that I just put right over top of the lid and it was gorgeous. Only took me 2 minutes. And so I want to do another easy, quick look with this palette, and then I'm going to do a fun look with this palette. So before I get into starting this look though, I do want to tell you that this palette goes on sale on January the 27th. It will be launching at 7 p.m. AST. This palette only runs $18. So absolutely a steal. And I see this palette something that I'm going to grab for if I just want to do it all over color. And then I want to pop on a multi-chrome or pop on a shimmer. This shimmer, it has like a black base and a purple. But when you move your eye, you can't really tell if it's black or purple. And here, let me put it on my finger so I can show you. So like it shows up purple and then like see how it shifts and it goes black. So in different lighting, sometimes it looks black, sometimes it looks purple. And then if you shear it out, you can shear out the sides of it to kind of give a smoky look where you could just buff that out and do just this color as a look. And this shade is called Jellyfish Star. If you haven't checked out their website, I'm super excited to try more of their stuff. They have amazing multi-chromes. This is their newer formula. And so if you've tried some of their palettes or their mattes in the past, this is going to be a different formula. I never tried their old formula, but all I can tell you is I do love this formula. It's super pigmented, but it's super blendable and just goes on so smoothly.
I am going to forewarn you that it is almost 3 a.m. here in my house. You know, Delirious Debbie is out in full effect, and sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning is the only time I can get anything done around here. So here we are. Okay.
So I'm going to start off. This is going to be my easier look between the two, and I'm going to start off with this shimmer and I'm going to pick that up on the brush and I'm going to put this on the outer edge. My eyelids are already primed. Now the mattes created very little fallout, and which is amazing because I love to dig into my shadows. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I love to dig into my shadows. So I create fallout, but the shimmer just now just created some fallout, but every single shadow I pick up typically creates some kind of fallout because I pick up so much pigment on my brush.
I pick up so much pigment on my brush, you would think I'm a panner.
I don't do the panning scene because thinking about seeing the bottom of one of my eyeshadows actually causes anxiety for me. I can't do it. Shop my stash? Absolutely. I can do that one. Panning? No. I don't mind watching panning, but me doing it myself, absolutely not. Okay, this is just my easy looks. I'm just putting it in like a half moon, and you can figure out your own shape of eyes and what works best for you whenever you create that area on the outer edge of your eye. I go in typically with that shape because it flatters my shape of eyes the best. Well, I just wiped away that little bit of fallout and it's good to go. It didn't smear all over my face like some do. So I hope you can see that. I mean, that doesn't have anything other than just a regular primer underneath it, and it shifts from that black to that purple duochrome. That's very pretty. I'm going to go into this kiwi, which is this neon. Matches my shirt. I just love it. Typically, I get the pigment up on my brush and I tap where I want it, and then I go ahead and I go in and blend it and soften it around the edges where I want it. But first I want to place the color. That's how I do mine. I'm going to put a little bit more yellow on my lid because I want to use a couple of the shadows. So pretty. I'm loving this already. Now I'm going to just kind of brush off a little bit of that because I'm just going to go into this darker green and kind of connect that darker green into that just right in here where it hits that purple, and just deepen it up just a little bit like that there. Not going too far. All right, so I want to go into this yellow. I kind of wiped off some of the green so I don't mix it at all. I'm going into that yellow. Okay, taking this onto my lid. I got a little bit up into that green, but that's okay. And it's like punching up that green. So pretty. I know I said I was going to make this simple. I kind of want to punch it up a little bit and take a little bit more color and use it and utilize it with this look. So I'm going to try to add a little bit of the Crank That Berry and Guava, which are these pinky ones, maybe even this purple, and put it on the outer edge, and then we'll see what we come up with underneath. I think I'll take a little bit of that purple and start out on the outer edge. Pretty, pretty.
Okay, just kidding. This is not gonna be this is not gonna be a simple look.
Okay, so I took that, and now I'm going to just go into this Crank Dat Berry, and I'm going to put that around the edge of that and just punch it up just a little bit. Well, that might be, I'm really cranking it up out there. And trust the process because we are going to go up underneath the eye. So don't think I'm going to leave it like this. And then I want to just take a little bit of that guava on the outside of that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll even take some of the orange. We'll see. I'm not working with much real estate here, so we might just keep building and building. I know I said I was going to do a simple look. It's just I'm just having fun with this palette. I'm just having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. Okay, now I'm going to take orange. That's not really my orange, but I just want to keep going. I don't want this to end. The orange, like, yes, not all over my eye, but do you see what that just did? I really love that. Okay, we took it up to my eyebrow. I could not resist. That orange is not my color, but it sure needed to be in this eye look. Might have to do a little bit of graphic liner with this one. I don't normally do graphic liner. We may have to do something real fun. Maybe this will be my fun look, and the next one will be a plain look. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Plums, that purple. I'm going to spray it for underneath. I haven't sprayed these shadows yet, so this will be my first time. I have a little bit more fluffier brush than I usually use, but this girl needs to have time to clean her brushes, and she just hasn't had it. They definitely are kicked up a notch when they're wet. I'm going to take a little bit of this blue, which is the dark blue, which is Concord Grapes. Love this color. Can't really see it on this brush because it's pink, but so pretty. I'm going to spray it as well and just darken it up and layer it just towards the lash line on that purple. Man, these almost become like a cake liner when you, a very pigmented cake liner when you wet them. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to run, I'm going to run a little bit more of that purple underneath and make it more fanned out underneath. Okay, and now I'm going to take some of that neon yellow and spray it and see what happens whenever I do that. And I'm going to take that down and meet it up, which is called Kiwi, that I've been using, that I really love. I'm going to run a little bit of that purple right underneath there. What the hey? I'm going to take a little bit of the orange and I'm going to run it right next to that shimmer, because why not? It adds a little bit of the purple up above and below. I kind of wanted a grungy neon because that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that. When I saw that shimmer, I was like, ooh, a grungy neon look. That's kind of what I'm creating. It's kind of dark and kind of neon all in one. I'm going to go in and we're going to do something fun with some graphic liner.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind.
2,000 years later.
Okay, guys, this is my final look. Okay, we flipped it around. The first look is the wild look. The second one's going to be the tame look, but I couldn't stop. I just kept going. And as you could see, like, I was just having fun. And sometimes, like, things inspire, and this just inspired me to just keep going and just have fun with it. And so that's what we did. I put a little bit of rhinestones on some liner. I was trying out these liners that a friend sent me. They gave me a hard time. They're a little bit dried up, so I put some Duraline in them, and it helped a little bit. Actually, once I got it out on a plate and then I put some Duraline in it, then it really helped. But these are black light reflective. I did go ahead and add in some Glam Shop. I don't know what the name is. It has no thing on it, but that's what is as my highlighter and up in the brow. And then in the waterline, I'm using the P. Louise Base Brights in Hot Orange. Okay, so that's there. And I just kept the same lippy on that I had from earlier and just tapped a little bit of that Glam Shop little reflective pigment on the lips. I loved how it turned out. This is just a fun look, and I haven't done one of these in a little while, so it's nice and bright and it matches my shirt. Anyways, I had fun with this first look, and when you see me next, it will be a lot shorter because we're doing very wearable everyday look with the palette, and I will see you in a few. Okay, so I have that other look off of my face now, and now I want to dip in and do a look with just one shadow and just topping it. And these are Danessa Myricks Chrome Flakes, but you could use any kind of topper. You could have a multi-chrome shadow or anything like that. You could use glitter if you wanted to, but normally I would dip into this and put one of these on top. And I really want to, but I want to do a different color. So I might go in with this one here all over, put that on and put a topper on it, and you guys can see how this can turn into something more simplistic, just more wearable than what, having 14 cut creases, So that's the point. I wanted to show you that it's more versatile. So I'm going to go into plums with my brush, and I'm just going to put it on like I did in the eye swatches. If you watch that, you'll know what I'm talking about. I do have quite a bit of eye base on, trying to protect my eyelids, because I did 2 videos. One was eye swatches of every shadow in this palette plus the extra, and then we did a crazy look, and now we're doing this look. And I would say this whole eye area is angry. It's just angry. So I tried to protect it with as much eye base as possible, but we'll see if that even makes a difference. I'm just getting the shadow down where I want it, just going back and forth real lightly, just buffing out the edges and softening it. Nice and softened around the eyes. And now I'll show you. So I don't know which one I want to use. Maybe that one. Not this one, it's too dark. Too much blue. Nope, I think it's gonna be this one. This one's got like greens. Nope. Okay, it's this one. This one is Shooting Star. Darn, that one is dried out. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do Danessa Myricks. We're gonna do an Unearthly Cosmetics one, and this is in MC10. So I'm gonna go in with a little sponge tip applicator. Place that right in the center. That is so pretty. Little highlight in the center of this. I look like that there. I love it. Okay, so we got that you kind of drag it over to the sides and everything. You don't want to just leave it just like a line necessarily, but just not cover the entire lid. Okay, so you could leave it like this, put on a liner, or you could take the purple underneath. Me personally, I like a little bit of depth. You don't have to, but I do like a little bit of depth. So I'm going to take a little bit of Concord Grapes, which is that dark blue, and I'm going to just add just a little bit to the outside. I know I keep complicating it, but hey.
I guess complicated is where we're headed.
So I'm just taking a little bit because I don't want to go in too ham. I just want to deepen out these outer edges. Okay, see, I like a little bit of that on the outer edge, and then you can just go in with your purple brush again. You don't really have to put any more, and just kind of blend that there. Okay, so that simple. You can go like that, but of course, I don't leave it well enough alone. I'm going to.
I should, because my eyes are screaming at me.
But I'm not going to.
I'm just going to go in with a blue liner. This is a dark teal. Got that on there, and then we're going to run a little bit of shadow underneath. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that purple and I'm going to spray it. And I'm not going to take it down very far. I'm just going to keep it real close to that blue. So that's my little... This is totally my kind of look. And that's what I visualize doing with this palette with every single color. Is this kind of look with a multi-chrome, with anything. A shimmer, a glitter. That's what I visualized with this palette. The other one, I just got creative and I wanted to have some fun, and that's okay. But this is wearable every day for me, and that's what I see myself wearing with this palette for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed taking a peek at this palette. I'm super excited about it. I'm very thankful to have it, and I'm going to enjoy this palette. Tell me down below, is this even anything that you would ever play with? Would you ever create a look like what I just did now? Is there a color combination in this palette that you see that maybe you would like to have a look done with? If so, let me know in the comments down below. And just remember that this launches on the 27th, coming up very soon. And like I said, I will have the business tag down below and also all the information. And I would encourage you guys to go over and check out the multichromes, the selection of shimmers, and all the pretties. So that is it for today. Until I see you again, may glitter catch your eye, but never go in it. Take care. Bye-bye.